Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. And in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Aries and Libra on Mondays. I'm gonna go ahead and put these cards back. But, like I was saying, the deck that I'm using today is called the Deviant Moon Tarot. And as always, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, my information is in the description below. Also, just as a heads up, sometimes the cards like to flip over in the deck. I do see them, however, I usually don't take them unless they jump out like these cards have. So, as always, my goal here is to get you guys roughly 8 or 9 cards, and then we can get started on your reading. So, I'm just going to try to pull 2 more cards for you guys, and then we can get started. Alright, Aries, so I do want to remind you guys that in case you enjoy the reading, the best way to let me know is by leaving a like or a comment. But there are a couple things that I want to talk about. First of all, the last 2 cards took me a lot longer to take out than all the other ones. So that to me feels like your energy right now feels a little bit difficult to deal with. It almost feels like you're trying to pull teeth to get things done. And I know that that can be very difficult and very frustrating, but I'm here to say just hang on in there because I think that things are going to get better a lot sooner than you'd probably expect. But sort of starting on to your overall energy here, you have the High Priestess, which is actually a really great card, right? So the High Priestess talks about a lot of that intuitive power that a lot of us have, but never really tap into. So I think that for you guys, sort of your homework for this reading is to really take these words to heart and listen to your intuition as best you can. Because I feel like right now your intuition is trying to tell you something and is probably trying to save you from, less than positive outcomes. And in order to do that, you really need to listen and work with your intuition, right? Because it's very easy for us to really get into a mindset where we want something so bad that we end up working against the energy, when if we work with the energy, we'll see not only better results, but perhaps we'll see what we want come into reality, or maybe we will receive something even better that we didn't even know that we wanted. It's all a matter of really listening to your intuition in order to get whatever the best possible outcome is. So you have the Ten of Cups and the 9 of Cups here. And so that to me is very interesting because the 10 of Cups is sort of this emotional fulfillment, right? And a lot of times I think about either love, romance, or family, right? Those tend to be like the big, I guess 2 things, but like the big things that people want out of life a lot of the times, in particular when you see the this 10 of Cups. So when I see something like the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, it feels like you would want your emotional fulfillment to come in, but it almost feels like I know that you're not wishing for this emotional destabilization, but it feels like that's what you have right now. Like, you want this card in the upright. That is your wish, but right now it feels like it's in the reverse. So this almost feels like a wish that you're not being granted. That's kind of like the energy that I feel you're in right now, right? This doesn't mean that your wish won't be granted and you won't have the things that you want. It just means that that's how you feel right now. And you should be very aware that what we think will shape our outcomes and our reality around us, right? But in sort of brighter news here, we have the Two of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Cups. So, right off the bat, I'm getting love because Ten of Pentacles, which is over here, Ten of Cups, and I've called this Ten of Cups Ten of Pentacles like 3 times. So I feel like there's a lot to do here with stability, especially here with this Ten of Cups. And I called the Ten of Cups the Ten of Pentacles. And I called the Ten of Pentacles the Ten of Cups. Okay, so I'm thinking that you have another person here in the situation, right? That you're pining after or thinking about. And they have sort of the others, like the other part of the equation. Like you're the one half and they're the other. And that's why I feel like these energies are like, why I've called these 2 cards and by the different names is because you guys are mirroring each other. Mirroring each other's weaknesses in what you lack, the other person excels at. So I'm also, like I was saying before I got on that tangent, right? The Ten of Cups to me is love. Ten of Pentacles is the happy home, happy wife. I like to call it the happy wife, happy life card, right? So this is a happy home environment. So that to me also screams family and love. The Nine of Cups usually is love. The Lovers also, and the Knight of Cups, which are both talking about love. And the Knight of Cups in particular talks about a message of love, right? And I'm sorry that if this reading is a little bit scattered and a little bit all over the place, but it's certainly the energy that I'm getting. It feels like your energy is been very much divided and at the same time a little bit stagnant. But I feel like that's all going to come to change because we have, right, this 9 to the 10, which to me is always progression. But like I was saying, the Two of Swords is, at least in the upright, lack of movement, stalemate, indecision. But because this is in the reverse, there is decisiveness, there is understanding what you want, there is the call to action, right? There's stuff happening here. And then with the Knight of Cups here, we know that you're going to receive some kind of an offer in love, right? Some kind of an emotional message. And I feel like up until now, this person has been trying to communicate with you almost psychically, right? Like they're trying to send out their energy into the universe. But I feel like something is going to transpire here pretty soon that might actually end up making this person make a move towards you, or the opposite may also be true. Either way, I'm seeing someone make a move because it's almost like there's a stalemate here with this Two of Swords energy, at least in the past, where it's like both of you wanted to start something, but there were like all these false starts and nothing really ever got off the ground, right? And that's the energy that I get because you have this Lovers card, but it's in reverse, right? So it's blocked. Even though you want this Lovers, even though you want that outcome, like it's not quite coming into fruition. And we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, to me, is a very difficult card sometimes to swallow because it tells us that we need to look at things from a different perspective. And I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, it can be very difficult to sort of leave behind your old ideologies and try something new, right? Especially if you have like a Mercury sign and like a fixed sign. But like tabling the concept of astrology for a little bit here, I think that you guys really need a change of pace. You need to see the world from a different perspective, right? And, this person here, which has been mirroring you, I feel like it might be very beneficial for both of you to look at life from each other's perspective. And I feel like once this reunion, because I am sort of feeling a lot of twin flame energy for a lot of you guys, I feel that whenever I see something like the Lovers and the 10 of Cups and Pentacles both together, like that's the energy that I feel. But either way, I'm getting that there's a lot that you can learn from each other. It's just a matter of getting over these initial hurdles. But I do see that there almost has been some kind of history here because I see the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is heartbreak, right? It's sadness, it's devastation, it's not pleasant emotions. And when you're dealing with all those emotions, it can be very hard and there might be a lot of grieving, and in particular there may have been a third party situation here, because as you can see there's 3 swords and 3 legs, so it's almost like there's people that have been sort of influencing things from behind the scenes, either some kind of a romantic partner on either side of the equation, or family members, or a situation, right? This third party could be any number of things, but either way I feel like there was something that came in between you two, and because it's in reverse, A, it feels like it's no longer there, and B, it feels like you guys are overcoming that initial heartbreak. And what's at the end of it? 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles. But I feel like the difficulty here is that you guys need to really follow your intuition. And I feel like that's what this high hanged man is trying to tell you, right? This hanged man and this high priestess are working in conjunction right now. The reason I feel that the Lovers is blocked is because you guys have probably been making a lot of head over heart decisions. And I think that it's time that you let your heart decide and let your head get you there. Because I feel like in the end, that's going to make you a lot more happy with the outcome. Either way, Aries, I see a lot of good energy, because this 10 of Cups here isn't going to be in the reverse forever. It's just a matter of finding out what is blocking you and then unblocking it from your path to allow this love to flow in. But that was your reading for Summer Round, Aries. If you enjoyed, please leave a like or a comment, because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new Aries videos on Mondays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.